All right. Yeah, we're this is the new level that I made yesterday that we were making in Blender, but now it's I put in all the mechanics to make us move around inside the Godot level. So it's not completely finished yet. We still need to adjust where we're looking at in a lot of cases like that. We're looking up too far. It's all right though. And then, yeah, it's supposed to end with you fighting this big goat monster creature in the sky up here. But then it just starts back off at the beginning. So, yeah, I have some enemies that I'm going to try and put in and see if that works. So, yeah, I guess let's just... what am I doing? Alright, yeah, let's do it. Let's get to it. So, yeah, so I have these enemies here, and they have some animations, and I think what I'm going to do is add some stuff to them. What am I doing? So, like, functionally in the level, what I'm going to need them to do, I'm just going to click on something else. So it's not... oh, shit. So I'm going to have, like, interaction areas, like, this area where it stops, and then you have to fight the enemies. And, yeah, so what I need the enemy to do is, like, come out of this, and then walk to a certain point, and then start shooting fireballs at the player. So the player... so what I'm thinking is we have, like, a marker 3D. Because we can move the animated devil wherever we want. This is like a node right here, and then we could move this like back here, and then have this is like where we want the guy to walk to. We're gonna call this like I think they call it like a mark. You know, like if you're doing like staging or whatever for like a play, but that's basically what I'm thinking of it as. But so we're gonna like throw him into this animation. And then in code, we'll just have him move up till he gets to his mark, and then once he hits his mark, he'll like go into probably this. Where's the attack? Probably that one, because I can use that one to throw fireballs or something. What is this one? I mean, that one will work too. We can use either one of those to throw fireballs, basically. And I don't know why he's showing up all black over here, but like when I go to the actual materials. He does have color to them, so I think it's just that it's there's no light in this scene, I think is the problem. So yeah, I'm just gonna have the animated devil, and we'll work on the script. Nice. I'm going to start pretty much fresh from here. I copied this from my crab class, but now we're doing it for the devil, so... trying to think. I wonder if there's anything left in this. Damn, that's menthol. That's good. Alright. I gotta let the Chinese chemicals soak into my brain a little bit. Alrighty. So, states we're gonna need idle, We're gonna need approach. We're gonna need attack. I'm gonna call it initiate. I'm gonna call it discover. Start attack. Probably we'll just then go to strike, and we're gonna need a die, a death state, and yeah. Okay, so when we discover, we'll move into the discover state. There we fucking go. Sorry, I thought... what do we call it? Encounter? No, discover. And instead of crab attack, what are we going to do? It's going to be discover. And we'll go down to here. Discover, so when we have the animation play, after we finish the discover animation, we're going to move to the attack, start attack. And so let me move that here. Start attack, and that's going to have us play fireball, right? What do we call that one? I think it's attack 2 or something. Attack A. We'll do attack B. I think that was the one-hand throw. Nice. And then let's go down here. And once that finishes... we're going to do what? We're going to do... we go from approach, we do discover, we're going to start attack, we're going to do strike. And then... well, actually, no, we don't need that. Start attack, we'll play the animation, we'll probably throw it while we're doing that. So we don't need the strike anymore. This one behaves differently. We're just going to get rid of all that. And then on attack B, I think we'll go back to idle for a minute. And make a flip to stay engaged and throw more fireballs. So since we're like driven from an input from the player, if we just get here and we go back to idle, we won't continue throwing fireballs. So I'm gonna have to make a flip that's like just something like this, like at on ready var in attack or whatever equals false, and we'll just say in attack equals true. Cool. And then I'll just do this. We can actually come down here and put one that's idle, and we'll move this to what? Start attack, right? if in attack, start attack. There we go. Finally, my heat is warming up a little bit. It's not so fucking cold. All right. But before discover, we're gonna need, I think it's called creep or stalk. I think I called it stalk. We're doing like a creepy walk. Oh no, we don't need that. Because we're gonna be driven by something else. Alright, so... yeah, what am I gonna do? I'm trying to think here. Damn, should the mark go in here? I guess it should, yeah. That should be fine. Alright. So, let's just think for a second. We get to the encounter area. The encounter area is going to hit up here. Well, it hits our player, and then our player calls this and tells us where to attack. We'll go into the discover state. I think we're going to go into the approach state probably for right now. And do we have that? I don't think we even have that in here, so we'll put it right here. We're going to need this in case we go into a cutscene. I forgot to add that. Nice. What else are we going to do? Cool shit. All right. Okay. So what do we need? Approach. And we're gonna go, stalk, yeah. I think this should just be like idle A and B. Idle, right there, right here. There we go. Nice. So we're gonna play approach, and then we also we don't need this anymore. Let's keep it and call it hit player. We'll call it strike player. We might need it in the future if we decide to do like actual strikes from this character. We don't need this just yet. That stuff is about finding the phrases. Okay, I might not need that. Yeah, I guess essentially all I really want to do is have the guy look at and move to the mark, and then so let's go ahead and get on ready to our mark. It's going to be a marker 3D, and it's going to equal mark. So we're going to, just to illustrate what we're actually going to do in the 3D, we're going to have our animation playing. That's going to be stalking. This will be looped, and then we're going to move the animated devil wherever we want in the scene. We'll put the mark wherever we need it to be, and then he'll walk in a straight line to that mark and then attack the player. And we're just going to tween it, and then once that tween hits to where it's supposed to go, he'll just turn and face... I call them look-ats in the level, and it's basically just where I want the enemy to look. So, like, in this level where I have all these worms and shit, you can see the marker 3Ds. Stuff like that. But yeah, we basically have a way to control where he looks at after the attack, so that's what we're doing. Alright. Let's, I'm going to start with the mark, like maybe just right in front of it, and I'm also going to add a, we're going to add a mesh instance. Yeah, I'm going to add just a cylinder mesh, and I'm going to make it like a, blue, just so I can see it. Transparency, alpha, albedo. Maybe we'll make it like an orange. Yeah, I think we're gonna make it like an orange, and make it somewhat transparent. So there we go. This is just so I can see where the marker's at, basically, and I'm going to go like 0.1, 0.1, and 0.1, you fuck, and we'll go like 4. Let's go like 8. So now I can move this and just kind of see where that's at, and I think I'm actually going to do this. We're going to make this bigger, so it's like a dot. Cool, so that's going to show me where this guy is going to move to. That'll be very helpful for me. Nice. Awesome. So, is that going to code correctly? So we go into this approach. What are we going to do? I don't want to do like a whole pathfinding thing. I really just want to use a tween. So I think we're going to say func move to mark, and I think we can just do get tree create tween, right? Create, oh shit, get, you fucking piece of shit, worthless fucking bastard, get tree create tween. And we gotta put a var up on there. Var move tween equals, and then what are we gonna say? We'll do move tween dot, what is it? Interpolate property. I think it's tween property. Yeah, tween property. We're gonna do our self position, and the final variant is gonna be mark dot position. Let's go global position on these. And I'm going to do global position here. There we go, and now we just need an amount of time, and we'll do like 2 seconds. We'll probably have to update this. We'll probably make that some type of export variable. I'm going to leave a comment, maybe make an export var. Nice. Awesome. So, yeah. Let's, we're going to move to mark, and then we're going to say, move tween dot start. Isn't it play? Move tween dot play. Cool. And then I also want to do this, move tween, tween call back, and then callable. We're going to make another function and say transition to attack, and then we'll just pass that in as a function. We're just going to say next state equals enemy states dot start attack, and we can pass this in here. I think transition to attack. Perfect. Awesome. So we just need to call this one time, right? And it should do it. Let's give that a shot. Let's go to level 2. We're going to put in one of our interaction areas. And then I'm going to add a devil to our interaction area. Let's move this. Oh, he's really big. Yeah, there we go. Where's her? Oh, I guess I... Oh, yeah, I gotta do this. Make local. There we go. So that's all the way down there. Okay. So I want the interaction area right here. We'll just have the devil right there. This is just for a visual. I gotta make this local as well. And so we're gonna have our mark. I want it to be like right here. And the armature is gonna be, this is going to be back here. Oh, we got to change the code. We're not moving ourselves. We're moving the animated devil. Let's try that. Okay. So we should hit this point right here. We should stop and look in this direction. Let me bring the devil down. He really doesn't have any gravity. It's really all based on visuals at this point, so there's no collision shapes really in this. I try to keep it simple like that. And let's move him back further, just so I can get a good gauge of whether it's working or not. But yeah, he should move all the way up to here, and then he should start throwing fireballs at the player. We don't have any fireballs coded though, so he's just going to do the animation. Yeah, and then where is our Okay, look to... That's an actual scene. Okay. Level 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. And we're going to... that's not it. Which one is this? Open an editor. Okay, so that's just a marker that says look to. There's not even a script to it. Awesome. Cool. Okay, I was a little confused on that. Good that I have 2 of these. Perfect. That's wonderful. And then we got to add this to a group. What group did I have it in here? Look to. Perfect. A flawless system that nobody can ever judge. All right. So this is where we should be looking at with our player. So we're gonna look basically right at the devil. Let's see if this works. It should work. Should work fine. I think the fog is a little heavy. I need to turn down the fog. It's just way too much. Invalid. Oh, we don't have a debug state label on our devil. All right. You know what? We're just going to do this because I don't feel like fucking with that. All right. Yeah, the fog's too heavy. The triangles are what we look at, by the way, if you're wondering what those are. What? Anim player. Oh, we didn't fucking put the animation player. That's right. Inspector. Anim player. Bam. Debug label. Bam. Okay, and then we got to go here. Node. Signals. Animation finish. Connect. Connect it to the devil. Now we'll try it. I'm going to lower the fog, too. I just turned off the height. The height density was what was doing it. That looks much better. I want it in the distance, but probably not in height. What do you mean you can't do it on a null value? Anim player. Oh, this is gonna error as well. Alright, let me get rid of this guy for a second. I'm going to have to add him back in. And then make him local again. I'll have to shrink him beforehand next time. It should work. Yeah. And I'm thinking, you know, it's going to be like medieval type shit, so we might have like a crossbow that we're shooting at them with. I don't know yet. Alright. Oh, yeah, we don't have that. We need something to aim at on them. We have no target. Let's just not click anything and see what happens. They should pretty much just keep throwing fireballs at us at that point. What do you think I should call this level? This level should probably be like, I was going to do some type of play on like No Man's Wharf from Dark Souls 2. Yeah, so he just goes back to idle. But I mean, that's essentially the behavior that I want, is for them to just walk out like that. Strike, and then, oh, he does his idle, and then once the idle animation finishes, it goes back. That's funny. But that is kind of what we want. Probably not the idle animation because it takes too long. But we need them to do some type of, like, you know, taunt or something. That's right. It's going to break as soon as I attack him because we don't have anything to aim at. But we can fix that really easy. Oh, we'll go to that damn devil. Where is that? Target. Marker 3D. We'll call this the target. And we'll go here and say bone attachment. And we'll grab, I think we do the spine. We'll do spine 2. I think that'll be like his chest, and we'll attach our target to there. And then we can just say target. And yeah, then we should be able to run it. Oh, you know what? It's not going to run. Because of the stupid way that I did this. I got to go back to level 2. We got to get rid of the devil and then re-add it. Oh, let me shrink him down too because it's way too big right now. Let's go to the armature animated devil. We got 0.125. And this mesh right here is like super big too. So we got to put this, there we go. Yeah, it's basically huge. What is this, like 5? Maybe even a little bit smaller. 0.6. 0.01. And we'll make the height like 4. And we'll make its transform 4. This is basically just so I can see where it's at. It makes it easier. Oh yeah, we should make this 2. There we go. Awesome. So now I can see where he's supposed to move to. And yeah, let's go back. We'll go back to our interaction area and add our devil. Nice, so he's actually the right size this time. We'll put that there. And yeah, so we should move all the way up to that spot and then start attacking. Let's actually just make it local and we'll go to our mark. And move it right here. And then we should be good. Yeah, I might call it like Blood Ocean or Wharf or something. Blood Ocean Wharf or like Metalocalypse, that fucking TV show. They're like a Blood Ocean. Nice. So he goes there and he starts attacking. And we can kill him, but he doesn't have a death animation. Yeah, so we're just going to disperse them throughout this level. And then let me turn off the fog for a minute so we can get a better view. It does kind of look better without the fog sometimes. I think I just need less of the fog. But without the fog, the water looks really stupid. So I think I just need more light to make the fog look better. Hold on, let me turn back on the fog. Yeah, I mean, it totally adds a lot to the water. You know, it changes the water completely. Shit. Well, not there. I guess, yeah, we just need more light, I think. And then I have like a big demon monster floating in the middle there. But it's pretty long level. I mean, we're about halfway through. That's the meter. And I have some of the points that we're looking at are kind of fucked up. I gotta go back through and adjust all of these. But I'm pretty happy with it so far. I think it'll look pretty good. We go through this window here. I'm not happy with that, how that looks. I gotta have it maybe go up a little bit more. Maybe a little more, I don't know. But I do like this path where we go back out and up and around. We have some boulders over there. I might put some stuff in the distance. I'm not sure yet. Maybe like a lighthouse or something medieval. Well, I guess a lighthouse isn't medieval. They didn't really have lighthouses back then. I guess they had like structure on the side. You know what I mean? Like big fucking round boulder structure shits. I think the height elevation is a little fucked up here. I think we move up and down too much. I gotta fix that. But yeah, this part is pretty cool. I gotta work on where we're looking. We look up instead of down. And then yeah, we're about 86%, 87%. I might put like a waterfall or something back there. But yeah, that's the big demon guy that we're gonna fight at the end of this. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for right now. And, yeah, we're gonna have, like, a big fight with this guy. I think that'd be pretty cool. Let's go view. It is unshaded, display normal. Whatever. Yeah, we have this guy. He's got some animations. He's from a different game that I was working on. But yeah, he just has like this. We'll just autoplay that. But yeah, we have a few more enemies to bring in. I have a snail. And we have this chest guy. Cool thing is I think they have the same animations on them. So, as the devil. So if I go... Let me just fucking find that shit. Kingdom of Fate. Let me bring this in. Well, this guy doesn't have the same animations, but he is cool to look at. I've made it in like 3 different games now. Alright, whatever. Enemies, open in file manager. New folder. The snail man cometh. There we go. Yeah, I made this guy like maybe like 3 fucking years ago. But I've been using him for ever since. The snail man. And if we make him local, we've got like all these stupid, I think we have a spit, so we can use that to we can use that to spit at the character. He looks a little stupid, but that's okay. Do we have slither? We do, so we can slither at the player and then come and attack us. So I guess I'll just start making him. We're gonna call this the snail man. We're gonna do the same thing we did on the other one. Add a marker and shit. Let's go up. Create it. I don't want to do that. I want to go back to my devil and copy my script. Snail man, and we're going to save it in the snail man. Class name devil hides a global script class. I don't care what you hide. You can't hide from me, you fuck. Snail man. Here we go. Alright. Okay. Alright. What the fuck are we doing? Nice. Pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. Let's go ahead and add a target. Let's add a marker. We're going to need 2 markers. One is going to be our target. And we'll put another marker in there. And this one is going to be our mark. This is where we're going to move to. And then I'm going to go here and add the mesh instance 3D. Yeah, we're going to do the cylinder. I'm going to make this one a different color though, because it's my snail. So I think we'll go like... I'm just going to go green with this one. transparency, alpha. Bring it down a little bit, and we'll go back to the 3D. Let's see, I want this at 2. Actually, no, I don't. I want that at 0. I want this at 2. Where's my transform? And I want to shrink the bottom down to 0.01 and put the top to like 0.6. And we'll make the height 4. Cool. And we're going to move the mark back like that. And we're going to go to the skeleton and add a bone attachment. The bone attachment is going to be probably on the head, and we'll put the target right there. And I'm going to take the transform of this back right there. Perfect. So now we have something to aim at and a place for him to move to, so he should work in pretty much the same way as the other one. What we're going to do is, on approach, it's going to be slither. And on attack, it's going to be spit. And do we have an idle? What are all these errors? Crab die. Oh, yeah. I guess he just has a die, right? Yeah, he does have a die. Perfect. Does this guy have a death? Die on go around. Perfect. I've always been a good speller. Go run. There we go. Well, at least I didn't add an extra O. Slither, spit. We don't have a discover, so let's do like we'll just do the head bob. Head bob, and I think we have an idle, right? Snail idle. This one should be spit. And I think it should be head bob. Yes. What does that even look like? Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, let's try adding one of our snail man. We gotta go here, node, animation, finish, connect. Connect it to the snail man. We're gonna need a label 3D, even though we're not really even using it. It's just to not cause errors, I think. We'll go here, go to the inspector. We gotta assign that, and we gotta assign this. And let's give it a shot. Let's go to level 2. And so right after the devil, I'm going to put a another interaction area. So yeah, I'm just going to duplicate this one, and then we're going to get rid of the devil. And we're going to add in snailman.dscn. He's really big, so I'm going to shrink him down. Let's try that. Cool. Level 2. That's a more reasonable size for our snail man. We're gonna bring him back over. Oh, we gotta bring the whole interaction area. Let's bring that back this way. I'm gonna rotate it. Let's go make local. Let's bring him back further. Alright, so where's my mark? Right here. Yeah, it should be fine. We should be able to see him move. Let's take that, move it back a little further. And then, let's see, where's my look to? This is where our player is going to be looking at, so we'll have that, like, right here. Let's try that. All right. Okay, we should be able to get this guy pretty soon. Okay, so we did have a death animation. And then we got our snail up here. Bong hit transplant. Global position on base of a null instance. What do you mean? Oh, we didn't put it in right. Oh, no. That's right. I should have put this in as like an export variable and then link it every time, but I don't because I don't fucking feel like it. Because I'm too cool for it. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think a crossbow, and then he's like reloading as he's walking would be pretty cool to have in like the hands, and it would be like a cool thing. And then as you complete it, it just shoots the crossbow and kills the demons. Or like magic spells or something. Let me get that out of there. He doesn't appear to be getting any closer. He does die, though. That's funny. All right. Nice. Well, I mean, we added in 2 enemies tonight. I got another one to add in, but I think I'll do that tomorrow. I think for now, I'm probably going to call it. I've been working on this pretty much all day. I took today off because the roads were way too bad for me to drive in. But, yeah, I'm going to do a lot more on this. If I can get the crossbow animation going, that'd be sick. I want to have him, like, shooting the demons in the head as he's moving around the stage. We'll probably have him move a little bit faster. I'm not sure yet. And then we're going to have a big boss fight with that guy up there. That'll be sick. That'll be a good level 2. So. And this is pretty low poly. Like, this doesn't cost that much, I don't think. We'll have to see. But, yeah, peace out. Thanks for anyone who came to watch this. Later, y'all. I'm going to get out of here.